Well, The Husband's Secret is the story of Cecilia Fitzpatrick, and she's a 42-year-old woman. She's a wife and a mother of 3 daughters. She's a successful Tupperware sales consultant. And one day she finds a letter from her husband addressed to her, and it says to be opened in the event of my death. So the question is, should she open it? Would you open it? And that's a question I've been putting to all my friends since I started writing it. Obviously she does open it, otherwise there'd be no book. And what she discovers turns her ordinary suburban existence upside down. Well, I actually came upon an article on the internet when I probably should have been doing my writing and I was procrastinating, and it was called 10 Deathbed Confessions. And so it had some amazing stories. It was a story of the man who had apparently faked a photo of the Loch Ness Monster. And there was a woman who'd apparently all her life she'd denied the fact that she'd plagiarised a song, and on her deathbed she admitted that she had in fact done so. That just got me thinking about how if you're holding on to a secret like that for all your life, that it must be such a burden to carry that on your deathbed you're so desperate to share it. So I'm not sure if it's to do with your guilt, or is it just to do with that desire to share a secret. First of all, I don't think that you have a moral imperative to tell the truth. So I've always been a great believer in if you're going to hurt somebody, then there's no need to share a secret just to make yourself feel better. On the other hand, if it involves me, then I want to know I want to know the truth. So I guess I'm saying it's okay for me to keep secrets, but not for anybody else. Well, first of all, it was just a plot point, so I needed to have a reason for my character to find the letter. So I came up with this idea that her daughter's very interested in the Berlin Wall, and the mother mentions that she actually has a piece of the Berlin Wall, which I do myself. So she goes up looking for the piece of the Berlin Wall, and that's when she stumbles upon the letter. But then, as I was writing it, the Berlin Wall seemed to be a nice metaphor for what most of my characters were dealing with. So they all had secrets. So they were all basically putting up walls to hide behind. So that's how I ended up extending it. It's in the very early stages. I'm writing about, because I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, so I'm very interested in parenting at the moment, and just how we're also into being parents compared with the way our parents were. I'm really fascinated by, and I'm certainly not immune from this myself, the way we're just so obsessed with being good parents. So I definitely want to write about parenting. I've also just become a school mum now, because my little boy is just turned 5 and has just started kindergarten. So I know that I'm going to set it in a school because I think the school is a really interesting setting, because it's almost like a little village. So that's all. I've written a few pages, but that's all I know about it for now. It might completely change.